I certainly can, yeah. I mean, there are plenty of things that you can do for animals, and we have lots of information on our RSPCA website. But what we would suggest is if you have dogs and cats, please make sure that you close any windows, close the curtains to muffle the sounds that are going on outside. If you have a dog or a cat, try and give them an area where they can hide or settle down within the house, because they do generally hide when they are scared. You may find that they like to have their treats, or they have a favourite toy. Just make sure they've got familiar things around them that can make them feel happy. Classical music works really, really well for animals, just to, again, deaden out that sound a little bit. And then also as well, you obviously have other pets to think about. So if you have any small furries, make sure that their cages are partially covered, but so they can still see out a little bit. Make sure they've got extra bedding, because they do like to burrow in if they get a little bit scared. And then with horses, just check their enclosures, check the fencing around their enclosures. And if you are going to stable them for the evening, make sure that if you do have any hay nets, that they are firmly secured so they don't get tangled up.
I mean, to be honest, it sounds like pretty sensible, common sense advice, really, in what we always used to do back in the day. Why is it, do you think, that people are becoming more and more irate over fireworks and the impact on pets?
I think one of the issues is fireworks are available at every store now. Unfortunately, we are seeing that displays are being cancelled at various locations over England and Wales. So there are more backyard displays, which increases the unpredictability of when fireworks are set off. So obviously, the more backyard displays there are, the more disturbance there is, and unfortunately, the more pets that are suffering, and animals and livestock as well.
I mean, it's a bit late now, I suppose, but if you did have an animal that got very, very distressed on Bonfire Night, is to talk it through with your vet. Certainly one of our viewers has already said they've got vet-prescribed diazepam to give to the dog tonight. You need to be prepared, don't you, if you've got a very nervous animal?
You certainly do. I mean, we'll have people this year who have maybe new pets in their home. So we would advise that they stay with them this year, just to observe them, see how they respond. And if they do respond badly, yes, certainly seek vet's advice. If the behaviour or the concern doesn't relieve, then look for a behaviourist as well.
What do you make of, I mean, does the RSPCA support the idea of banning all these fireworks? Because I know some people want to see that happen. I'm an animal lover, always have been, but I also like my fireworks. And I don't see why, we can't, as long as we take the right precautions with our pets, why we can't do both.
We have been campaigning for over 20 years on the usage of fireworks, but we don't want to see a ban. At the end of the day, we recognise that it does have a place in our history, and people do enjoy fireworks displays. All that we ask is that we encourage anybody to attend a public display wherever possible, and if they are unable to attend a public display, to seek low noise fireworks if they can. So, we do understand it. We don't want to ruin anyone's fun. But our campaign is actually calling for more restrictions on fireworks. So we want to limit the sale of fireworks for Bonfire Night from the 29th of October to the 5th of November, and limit the days that they can be let off as well. We want to introduce firework control zones to provide better protection to vulnerable people and animals. An example is no fireworks being allowed near horses, kept or sensitive wildlife areas, farms or zoos. And we'd also like to introduce a licensing system for the purchase and sale of fireworks and to members of the public, and reduce the maximum permitted noise level of fireworks, because obviously you get many of them that may even shake the house. So we want to see that reduced from 120 decibels to 90 decibels.